game on?
I mean, look, I was disappointed, to be honest with you. I thought we did more than enough to win the game. I thought we were unlucky. It was a great game of football. Everybody thought that we were going to get thumped again, including you. But, you didn't put the kiss of death quite far enough on him. Sorry that we didn't speak to any of you guys earlier on in the week. It's just that we had a media block on what we were doing, and we just wanted to keep it to ourselves. So I think that worked. I apologise for that, but you've got me now.
Obviously the main talking point is Ingles on Brennan. Obviously did a good job, and again a game where he's gone scoreless.
Yeah, look, I mean, everybody keeps saying that you know, with respect to Chris Hay, that he did it the other week. You know, we did it in the Summer Cup. We put Paul Palmer on him and kept him quiet all the game, you know, and we did exactly the same tonight. All credit to Kurt, you know, he stuck to the game plan and he did his job, and we knew it was going to be 10v10.
Where do you think there were differences in your previous game and tonight? I mean, what would you pinpoint as getting you back on level footing with South Hobart?
Commitment. We asked the boys for commitment. We've had that week off, and they've worked bloody hard, very hard this week, you know, and last week. But the commitment that they gave, you know, we put out a text message, a generic text message right throughout the club. You know, how hard do we want to win this game? And the reserves certainly answered that question, and I think we answered that question. I just think we're unlucky at the post in the end.
It's a big turnaround in terms of score lines. Is this a turnaround for the season, though?
Oh, yeah, well, we hope so. I mean, we've got to start somewhere, and you know, somebody said that the game's not over till the fat lady sings, and nobody's singing at the moment. There's a long way to go, and everybody will drop points, you know. And I consider ourselves that we dropped 2 points tonight.
Was Ferguson's save what saved South Hobart?
Oh, definitely. I mean, it was without a doubt. I mean, there should have been another one where, you know, Dwayne Walsh was there by himself, and we did call at half-time, you know, not for lolly shops. We wanted break the ball, break the net, but we didn't get it, and you know, that's the unfortunate. That's football.
You're urging Welsh and Walsh a lot on in defensively up front. Was that something you thought about that first 15-20 minutes, Eamon, in terms of consolidating, being a good, tight defensive unit at the start and then building from there?
Yeah, well, that's it. I mean, you know, historically we've been very, very slow at the start of the games, and that's what's cost us, you know, and the scorelines will prove that. So we thought, right, well, if we can start by shutting down their defence, we stop them playing out from the left, we stop them playing football. You know, with Mark Brennan and Shay Hickey, you know, so they couldn't play football. And what everybody says about Andy Brennan is a quality player, but I think Ingles was a better player tonight.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Your thoughts, Ken?
2 points lost. I thought we had enough chances near the end to have won the game. I thought it was a very doer game. Zebras came out and played strongly, double teamed on Andy, which is now a regular occurrence, so we'll have to work around that. But when they put the two best attacking players, Welsh and Engels, on them, says a bit about the game. But I thought we did enough to win the game in the end. But I thought they played well as well. I thought they played with a good spirit, a lot of heart tonight, which has probably been missing. The back line sat a bit deeper, so they were quite strong as well. So it made an interesting game because they're very quick on the break.
Obviously Brennan's the focal point of your attacks, but when he's man-marked out of the game, where do you find someone else to score the goals?
Well, we've had chances to score a goal. We've hit the crossbar, Shay Hickey hit the crossbar, I think Andy Brennan had a dive and header that should have gone. I mean, these are chances that in other games might have gone. And they don't all fall to Andy, they fall to the players, Dylan. Nick had a chance, Shay Hickey's had it, Bobby Eves has hit a couple of crackers from rain, and in some games those go in. Tonight they didn't, and last week they didn't. But I'm sure we will turn the corner. We're a young side, and we've got a lot of players missing at the minute, but I still thought we played well tonight.
Two players that you definitely probably missed today were Loic Farrar and Mazel. Did their absences sort of play a part in tonight's result?
I don't know whether they played a part in the result. Zebras, you know, let's give them credit. They played with a lot of spirit tonight. They have some classy players, great players. They've had some bad results, but in that team there are some players that we would all like to have in our side. I think you miss Loic because he's got a lot of drive and he pushes other people around a little bit. Mazel, he's another Andy. He's a little nippy, sharp player who makes those dirty runs in behind and keeps defenders honest. So, yeah, in a way we maybe did miss them, but I thought the lads that came in for them also did a good job tonight.
Brilliant save by Ferguson. in the first half.
Yeah, from the range.
Mullers.
Yeah, great save, tipped it over, and a good effort from young Jordan as well. Good strike, technically good.
Ken, by no means a crisis, let's be honest, but in past seasons you certainly would have probably had someone to come on off the bench to really change the game. You didn't make a change all game. Is that reflective of the players you are missing and perhaps some of the depth that's maybe lacking a little bit from past years?
I don't know whether it's lack of depth. We had a lot of players out today for one reason or another, you know. I mean, Connor Lees, who's been doing very well for us, he's got a cruciate ligament, he's out for 9 months. We've had Cammy Rogers with broken collarbone, so we've had various injuries and they've affected us, and obviously the loss of Mizail hasn't helped us at this time. But you know, you have development squads and you've got squads of 16, 17 players to take you through the season. And I think if we're top of the league in a couple of weeks' time, we'll be there at the end. We have players to come back in who I think will come back fresh.
Just last week, when can we expect Mizail back anytime soon to South?
Well, it's a difficult situation. He's out of the country and he's applied for a re-entry visa, a new visa here. So it could take a month, it could take 10 days, you know, it's one of those. And we just have to wait and see.
Thanks very much, Ken.
Congratulations, Kurt. You're the round 10 Forest Tasmania man of the match.
Right, thanks.
Enjoy it, Kurt.
Kurt, the question has to be asked, how long ago during the week did you know you were getting the Brennan assignment?
Monday, training when I was man marking Walshy.
Did he have you worried on a couple of occasions?
Not worried, just he snuck in behind us a couple of times, but yeah, that happens in a game. So
You're often put up front. Is it a role defensively? Do you enjoy that role, or do you prefer to be up front?
prefer to be up front. I think everyone does, really.
Would you like to, obviously tonight, you've helped out Walshy and Welchie up the top?
I would have liked to, but I think I did my job for the team, so...
We got it. Sorry.
Is the team happy with a point?
Yeah, it's better than nothing from the last couple of weeks, and it's better than 10-0 flogging or whatever from last time we were at South. So.
We got a text message from Jaden Hay about midway through, fairly jealous that you were spending so much time with Andy Brennan. Is that something you might have to address during the week?
We could meet up, triple.
Thanks very much, Kurt. Congratulations, mate.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers.
Start tomorrow. But we would look to certainly push the top spot this year, for sure.
Fantastic. Thanks, Pitchy.
Cheers.